Welcome to the ultimate destination for all things entertainment. Get ready for exclusive access to the hottest movies, shows, music, and everything in between. From blockbuster premieres to behind-the-scenes action, Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 3 Review. Cobra Kai closes up shop with a final run of 5 episodes that made me cheer, cry, and howl with, sometimes unintended, laughter. I found myself powerless against both its thrilling tournament action and its heart-tugging resolutions. This farewell run focuses a bit more on the senseis than it does on the youthful next-gen, honing in on what Daniel and Johnny both need from each other and what they want to represent as karate mentors. The main kids do have some big, rousing moments, spanning both defeat and victory, but it's really the grown-ups who shine here at the finish line. William Zabka, in particular, is phenomenal in a handful of heartbreaking scenes that work to key us in on just how miserable and lonely his life was following his epic All-Valley loss in 1984. And Ralph Macchio's Daniel, in turn, is able to really honor and heed Miyagi-Do's teachings and prove why it's a crucial, critical cog in the Valley's karate scene. The Karate Kid and Mr. Miyagi's belief that karate was for defense only was kind of revolutionary at the height of 1980s America's appetite for martial arts movies. This is what Daniel finds himself ruminating on in the aftermath of Barcelona, along with the overall need or lack thereof for tournament glory. Does some of Daniel's soul-searching come once again with a weird CGI Mr. Miyagi plunging Cobra Kai into the uncanny valley? Absolutely. But it's easy to forgive the de-aging weirdness when you consider where this particular vision takes Daniel emotionally. Remember, Miyagi was humble, almost to a fault. He didn't care about titles, belts, levels, rumors, lies, or even medals of honor. All of his validation came from within. And this is also a big part of Cobra Kai's overall impact. Following the accidental death of Quan in Part 2's finale, the characters and the show have to regroup and figure out just how lethal the stakes will be heading into the finish. Franchise-wise, this isn't unprecedented. The movies themselves, between The Karate Kid and The Karate Kid Part 2, went from high school bully antics and tournament wins to fights to the death in Okinawa. And Cobra Kai has to wrestle with this in its endgame. Right at the point when it seems like the villainous machinations of Terry Silver are going to take things into dark territory, the show does a hard fix in a rather magnificent way. For the most part, every character's story gets wrapped up in fun and fitting fashion, though there are some stragglers in this final act whose best moments, you'll find, are behind them. Ultimately, Cobra Kai shifts its entire focus back to what brought it to the dance. It almost feels like, in this last stretch, the series remembers what its title is. Post-Barcelona, everything returns to its point of origin, the San Fernando Valley, the region that, between Cobra Kai and the films of Paul Thomas Anderson, feels like something out of myth. And elsewhere, like Dr. Doom's bat,